Alright guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're looking at the 400i. Let's get into it. Now, I had to skip some of the other ships that are obviously before this one, but I only had this one and I only have another couple available, so I'm not able to do the ones before. When I can, I will do them straight away. But anyway, so let's jump into this. Let's take a look inside. So if you guys don't know, if I haven't already mentioned this, the 400i is one of my favorite ships in the game. I don't know, there's just something about it. I haven't been in it in a while, so obviously this is going to be a little bit like, oh, I need to, scratch my head to where I'm going. But again, there's just something about it that I really like. But again, it's one of those abandoned ships, so it's just kind of sad at the minute. Again, in here, these are escape pods in this room here, other than here where we can store a car or a quad bike or something like that. Now in here, as we come through, this is the area here. I'm not really sure what these are supposed to be. I'm assuming this is like a coolant room to keep the components cooled down, rather than overheating them, but I feel like there's so much more stuff you can actually do with this room. That's why I'm saying it just feels kind of abandoned in this day and age. But anyways, as you come through here, this is a little docking area. In this bit here, this is where you can again store another thing, because this is where you would come into the ship. So if I just quickly show you what I was actually talking about, where I could set it, you could store. So this comes open like this, and then where the button is, where's the button? Where's the buttons? I forgot where the buttons are. 2 seconds. Okay, I completely forgot that they were stuck in the leg. I see so many ships where the buttons are up here. I just thought they were up there, but no, if you press this here, this opens up an area here where you can actually store an X1 or a Pulse or something of that kind. It's just a small area for a bike. You won't get much more on here than a bike. I mean, you cannot fit a car in there. It would just blow up the ship if you tried. But anyways, if you head back inside, you can see here that we've got a gravity generator or something in here. I think that's what this is. And then you'd be able to see your bike sitting in there nicely. Now if we come through here and head back through, let's take the ladder up the stairs here. Say up the stairs, but not really the stairs, but hey, it is what it is. Now in here, this is the bridge, but we're going to first go into these rooms first and show them off. So this is a nice bathroom. So we have what looks to be, I don't know what that is. Toilet roll holder, sorry. And then obviously the toilet with another roll holder there. Again, in here we have a clothing rack and a big massive shower on the top here. And then coming through here we have 2 rooms. So in here we have bedroom for 2 guests, or yourself and somebody else, and some storage. And on this side we have an office room with a bed, so maybe it's for yourself and then your 2 guests sleep over there. Obviously you can have a screen, and this room is pretty nicely decorated. I mean, you can also open these doors and have stuff in there. And then you have your clothing lockers in here rather than a suit locker. Again, this is nicely decorated. It does fit the luxury kind of vibe. That's what it looks like if you couldn't see what I was looking at. And again, I will show you in here with the light on. Now coming back in here, we do have a little kitchen area where you can obviously cook and eat things, and obviously there's some area here for stuff. But there's also an area here where you can all sit and chat. But then there is a hollow table here where you can stand and make plans on where you need to go. Now heading up to the bridge area, there is 3 seats here. One of them is a co-pilot, the other one is a gunner, and again the other one is the pilot seat. But yeah, this ship is an absolute beauty. I mean, it does literally just look like a space boat. Like, it looks like a boat that is in space. Like, it shouldn't be, but it is, if it makes sense. Like, it looks really nice. That's the reason why I like it so much. I mean, obviously there's the 890 jump, but that's like a yacht, whereas this is just like a boat, and it's affordable. Whereas the 890 jump right now, and obviously in future, will be super, super expensive and probably way out of my price range. But however, yeah, I mean, I do really like this ship. I feel like they need to do a rework again. I mean, but again, there's the 600i rework has been waiting and waiting for years, and we're still waiting. So obviously, it just depends on whether they decide that it needs the rework or whether it can do without the rework for now. So its turrets are actually sized for Rhino repeaters, which is pretty decent, especially for a luxury ship. But it also has 2 turrets that have, again, two size 3s each, but they're Panther repeaters, and they actually ended up doing more damage than the actual cannons that the pilot has themselves. So yeah, that's pretty damn good. Now, where can you buy this, and how much will this cost you, and how much does it cost in the pledge store? Let's talk prices. So if you want to buy this thing at Area 18, this thing will set you back 11.4 million. But if you buy this at Hurston, it will set you back 10.89 million, so pretty much 11 million, give or take. But still, it's a pretty decent discount. It gives you a little bit off. I mean, it's about, give or take, 550,000 or so. So it's a pretty nice chunk off of the bill. But if you're looking to get your hands on this in the pledge store, this thing will set you back $250, which for the luxury ships in this game, that's relatively cheap. So anyways, that is going to be it for the 400i. Next we have the 600i's, so both of them. Obviously I'll do an episode on each because it'll take me time to get around them, so I don't want to do too long of a video. But then after that we've got the 890 jump, and then after that, after the 890 jump, we'll be moving on to RSI and looking at the Apollo medevac. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.